Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. My name is Michelle and today I will talk about the upcoming Mars Retrograde, which will happen on the 30th of October. I'm going to discuss it for each and every single sign, but I will start in general about what this means, right? And how can you work with it the best way possible. Right? Because I know that some people are going to freak out, like this retrograde is going to be felt quite heavily, and it happens around every 26 months, every 2 years, right? So we had it in 2020, I think it was like end of October as well, and now we're having it once again, and this time it's going to be in the sign of Gemini. Okay, so before we move on, let's see what is Mars and what is the sign of Gemini, right? So when we look at Mars, this is the warrior planet and it rules Aries, and in traditional astrology this rules Scorpio. So what happens when the planet of action, right? It's very action oriented. It is about masculinity. It's about moving forward. It's about sexuality, right? It's about being determined. It's about passion, but also about aggression. And when we look at Gemini, this is an air sign. So this is not like the best sign for Mars to be in. It's because it's like taking action, but you know, it's like trying to grasp air. Let's take action in the air. I mean, it does move forward really quickly, but it's hard to find direction in the air. So, and we have it in the dual sign of Gemini. So Gemini rules the third house. This is about short trips. This is about communication. Very important, communication. Gemini rules Mercury, right? This is about transport, right? This is about neighbors, siblings. So you can kind of put it together already, right? So when you put these two together, we have the planet of action, like rethinking their action in this area. So I'm going to check the signs as well, so you know where's Mars for your sign, right? I always recommend you to check your own chart, right? So I base my videos on equal houses, but personal charts are always based on Placidus. For some people ask me, but I find that to have general to make general videos, I should consider like equal house system, because I don't know where you're at in the world, you know. So there are going to be a little bit of arguments, a little bit of being lost in the direction you're going to go next. Though, keep in mind, Mercury retrograde, no, Mars retrograde only points out the things that are already shaky. Okay, so when we have a retrograde, like people are like, oh, we broke up because of Mercury Mars retrograde. I keep saying Mercury retrograde. It's because it's literally gonna happen this weekend. But yeah, it's like they blame Mars retrograde for certain things. However, it's just an internal energy. So it's like it just showing you what is already there, right? So if people break up, it is because it was already shaky. It was already not working very well. Okay, so things that are breaking, jobs or other things, were already supposed to break. It's just that the retrograde is going inward. It's forcing you to face these fears, and you know, think about Mars. It's anger, aggression, action. So it could be sudden anger coming out, right? So you might have an argument with your siblings. You might have an argument in your job with your neighbors. It is something that already made you angry, but you kind of let it go, and then the retrograde is happening, and it's like you carry this energy in your body suddenly, like, I cannot handle it anymore, I cannot take it anymore, and then you will, boom, let it out, okay? At the same time, there will be less energy, right? It's less, I mean, it's going inward, so you cannot go and put the energy outward if it's focused on you. So you will have a little bit less energy, or you have energy but not, like something is blocking you from moving forward. So this is time to see what is the correct path for me. Like, am I going in the right direction? Is this what I want to do? Is this what I want to study? Is this what I want to learn? Am I with the right social group? Because Gemini is also a very social sign. So am I with the right friends? Am I having a good connection with my siblings? Am I having a good communication in my relationship? Right? So Mars is also masculinity and sexuality. So you will notice that libido is going a little bit down. This is about focusing on you, okay? So, or focusing on how to improve things. So sometimes, you know, not enjoying it for a while is going to reconsider what it is that you want in that area. So same with work, right? Maybe you want to move forward, but you are, for example, self-employed, and maybe there is a direction that you're not considering. So this could come up. So there are very positive sides to this Mars retrograde. You will definitely find out more about yourself and about the direction you would like to go. Okay, so I think we can start with all the signs. So let's start with Aries, right? And today I'm wearing a red shirt. Like, I was like, okay, we're talking about Mars. Let's get into the mood a little bit. I'm also, we'll grab a card for you, okay? And I know that some of you are just into astrology, but you can skip it. But I always like to bring a little intuitive message to the astrology. I don't know, it's like a personal touch. I'm a big fan of both. I believe that in our astrology charts, we can learn so much about ourselves, and ultimately it is to become a better person. So why not combine energies and collective messages? Like, there are definitely, if you go to the Akashic records, or there is global energy, right? So this is why I like to combine it. So, you know, we, like, ultimately our souls want to liberate ourselves, right? And remove the karma. So yeah, okay, going too deep into why I'm doing this, but you know, I'm so passionate about these things. So okay, so end of October, let's start with Aries. So you have Gemini in your third house, right? And Mars retrograde before, this is still for everyone, but it will be there until the 13th of January. I will also add it into the description. So yeah, Aries, it will be in your third house, right? It's in its, you have the whole wheel in it, in the own houses, which is really good. So you rule Mars, right? So your sign rules Mars, or Mars rules Aries. So there could be some communication or arguments coming up regarding you not feeling you can be yourself with your siblings or with your neighbors. Maybe you feel like you are walking on your toes and you're not feeling like truly that you can express yourself to your neighbors, right? Because first house is identity. So there's something about you not fully being able to be yourself or express yourself. And this might come up. At the same time, and I don't want you to get afraid, because, you know, I never want people to feel afraid, but be careful with driving. Also, this is not a really good time to buy a car, for example, right? Because third house rules transport, and when we have Mars retrograde, it becomes a little bit like, you know, don't sign a contract during Mercury retrograde. So be careful driving, drive carefully. Don't be on the phone while driving, just saying, okay? I'm being like a little bit of a worried mom for my viewers, okay? So Aries, no phone and driving. If you are doing that, make sure you're in your body, because Mars is in an air sign, right? Air is here, not down. So yeah, let's get you an extra card. So yeah, talk things through with your siblings. If there is anything, right, there could be some kind of disagreement. It really depends on the time. It's really hard to make a really precise prediction. I do personal readings, so if you want to know more personally what it means for you, I can check that out. But you can always check for natal planets in Gemini to see how it affects you. Okay, Aries, so what do we have? Flowers, happiness. So I do see that the actions you're going to take are bringing you to your ultimate happiness. So maybe there are some things you need to communicate, and some of you are actually going back to school and studying new things, or maybe there was a course that you've been doing and you kind of put it on the back, like, okay, yeah, I will finish it one day, you know, these online courses or stuff, but you're gonna finish that. So anything that you kind of left behind, could it be during the first, you know, it could be, or you left it and you're gonna pick it up again. So dealings with a younger man, this could be your brother. For some of you, this could be your little brother, because we're third house, we're talking about siblings here. Yeah, do a checkup on your car, okay? Make sure to check your car. Maybe you're visiting, because Gemini, I always have like a city feel, right? Air is usually related to city, like short city trips. So maybe you already had in mind, I would like to visit this village or this city, and you've never done that. You will do that again. Like Gemini loves culture, the sign of Gemini, right? So Aries, let's see what else. Yeah, so I'm getting time to act and good news, and this sounds contradictory, but it feels like time to act on something you wanted before. So this year is telling you, listen to your intuition. Like this, you've been postponing this, right? So whatever comes up during this time regarding to studying, short trips, your siblings, whatever comes up, breathe, meditate, and then have a conversation. Because Mars likes to, you know, when it's like Mars retrograde, it can become a bit awkward and really hard to, and it comes out like in one go. It does make people a little bit less impulsive, but since it's in a communicative sign, you know, it might blur out. And let's see in the chart, where's Mercury? Yeah, it's gonna be a Scorpio, so like stinging. Because we have Gemini rules, Mercury rules Gemini, so yeah, and it's in Scorpio, so yeah, watch out with stinging. And this is just for like end of October. So that's for Aries. Let's move on to Taurus. So Taurus, for you. Da-da-da-da. Okay, we have it here. So for you, it's in your second house, right? And this is all about money. And if you have Gemini on the cusp of your second house, a lot of you have two sources of income. So what is happening with Mars there, right? Mars rules Aries. And for you, that's in your 12th house. So there might be some ideas about making money that you get through dreams, through meditation, or through being alone and with your thoughts. And Mercury is in your 7th house, so it could also be that your partner is bringing you new ideas on how to make more money. So you're going to inward to write down different things on how to make money. Watch out with arguments with siblings or a partner about income. Like maybe you feel like you're paying more than your partner, and your partner is like, yeah, but you know, you're the provider, or you earn more, so you pay more. So there could be some little arguments about money coming up, but this is also a time to revise your self-worth, right? Like, how much am I worth actually? Like maybe you thought like, oh, maybe I'm not, you think you're not worthy of more money. So you're going to put some power on this self-worth. So you're going to rethink it. And maybe when Mars is going direct after the 13th of January, wait a few more days until shadow periods are over. You might ask for a raise, or you might act on doing this new source of income. And you know, maybe this was something you already wanted to do, so you will do it right now. But still, I would wait until it's direct, unless you have Mars retrograde in your natal chart. Okay, so many rules, but how fun is this puzzling? I love puzzles. I'm a Virgo. I'm super I love like Virgo, Scorpio. I mean, how do you even think about it? Like, I'm literally obsessed with everything I'm studying. So, okay, Stork. News of birth or new business opportunity. So it feels like you are going to think about new ways of income. And this might happen through a new job when Mars retrograde is over, or you will look for it after it. So you're going to really think about it, or being self-employed, right? Taking a vacation physically or mentally, right? Because Gemini rules the 3rd house. 3rd house is like short trips. So you might take action on a short trip. You have Aries in the 12th house, which is also relaxing. So make sure to have a lot of rest. Look at this. Literally, this is February, and look at this. You're being blown so fast. You're gonna take off like crazy in February. When Mars retrograde is over, boom, you go. Okay? Control your anger or you will be sorry. Isn't that funny? The planet of anger is retrograde. So yeah, there might be some arguments about money. Could be with your boss, could be with your siblings, with your partner, okay? But control it. Because with the retrograde, it's gonna come up like a vomit. It's gonna be like it's been stuck in my body for like months, years, whatever. And boom, it's coming out. So think it through and then say what you have to say. Calmly. Okay, let's get you a card. Ooh. Marriage. Okay. Time to get out of a situation. You might rethink marriage. This is because when the Mars retrograde is happening, it's in your 7th house. We have Scorpio in your 7th house, right? And we have the South Node there. We have Mercury. So you're rethinking your marriage because of money, maybe. Okay? So I'm not saying get out of a situation in a marriage, but you're gonna come up with new solutions on how to work with money. Who's earning what? How much? Let's put a list together, whatever. So this is my message for you, Taurus. If this resonates with you, maybe you watched it before, so you don't know. But anyways, if you appreciate these videos, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment below if you want to, share with the community. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you for all your love, all your support, and bye-bye. Let's go to the next sign. Gemini. Well, this is going to be a biggie for you, right? Because you have Mars in your 1st house, in your sign. and you're going to be highly affected by this. Okay, so first house is identity. Mars is ruled by Aries in your 11th house. So could be that there are some arguments with your friends, could be in your job, right? Like maybe you're not happy completely with who you are in the job, because your identity maybe is not, maybe with your friends you have a different identity or than in your job, and either one of those two you like more. And you want to be yourself all the time, right? And I know that sometimes in the job we need to put on a face, but it has to feel authentic to you. So you're gonna question, one, your course of action. Am I in the right, am I in my right life? Am I happy where I am? Am I happy with the actions I've taken in the past? Do I need to make changes? So you're gonna rethink your direction in work. You're gonna rethink your direction, maybe even location, and you're gonna see, where am I wearing a mask that I don't like, that cost me a lot of energy, and I'm done with it. So this is where there could be some, you know, impulses come up. You probably feel less energy to do sports, so keep it small. I mean, of course, you always have to move, but don't go to do extreme sports, right? Okay, let's get you some cards to back up some of this information. I have these new cards now that I'm so happy about. Okay. All right. So, ooh, things are gonna come to light, right? Because Mars can indicate also like enemies. So there might be some people that work against you, because I'm getting someone working against you behind your back. Okay, this could be a friend, this could be in your job, this could be a friend from a job, right? Maybe you will figure this out when you go on a holiday. But I mean, Gemini rules third house, your sign rules the third house. It would be like a short trip. Fear, worries, tense situation. So you're probably gonna get like a little bit of a tense situation, probably in the workplace, right? Financial pinch. So it's gonna be some kind of unfairness. So think it through, sit down, relax, think it through. What is the next course of action I can take that is gonna make me happier? Who am I truly? You know, and I know that's weird to say to a Gemini because you're someone that's like a chameleon, but what kind of chameleon do you want to be, right? What feels good for you? Maybe like some things come natural and some things are like, doesn't feel quite right, okay? So, and we're starting off with Mars square Neptune, I see. So it's like Mars will be a little bit dissolved. It will be foggy. Things will be like one big cloud. Anyhow, that's my message for you, my lovely Geminis. If you like this message, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below if you want to share something with the community. And I really appreciate all your love, all your support. Thank you so much. Let's move on to the next sign, Cancer. So Cancer, we have Mars in your 12th house. So what does that mean? Your Mars is hidden. It's in the house of karma, right? So there is going to be some hidden enemies that are gonna come forward, or maybe not coming forward. But during Mars retrograde, they usually will show themselves. You will suddenly realize it, okay? So there are going to be some forces that are going to kind of work against you a little bit. And it is a very, very good time to relax. Actually, you're going to be forced to relax. So watch out to not force yourself to work, because it might end up in a burnout, okay? So you can focus on, for example, on hobbies, like relax, rethink your path. This is a good time to rethink your path. 12th house is very unpredictable, right? So it could be your siblings that are talking bad. It could be your friends. It could be at work. But things will always be revealed. Think about it. Like, I always say, stick to your own truth. Be as, like, come from the heart. And people will know the truth about certain situations, okay? So, Gemini, Cancer, sorry. It's gonna be Mercury retrograde soon. And this is what I said like 3 times in the intro. So, Cancer. Yeah. Disappointment in some affair. Like I said, there's gonna be something that you're not happy about. Maybe you need to revise some work that was done in the past. Hard work, I'm getting here. Hard work ahead. So maybe you need to revise something that you've already done. First, forces working against you. Too much concern with sexual matters. Ooh. Well, you have Pluto in the 7th house. So maybe your relationship was very based on sexual activity. So Mars retrograde is like, hey, wait a moment. Maybe you're really good with each other sexually, but are you also good with each other without that? So this is something you will explore in your relationship. At the same time, I feel somebody, either you're self-sabotaging or somebody will come forward that has been working against you. This could even be your own partner, okay? This sounds so negative. But I want to bring the message, you know, because I'm getting happiness. Like some things need to be revealed to move on. Like I said in the intro, things that are already shaky will happen now. If things are good, things are good. Nothing in the sky can break no good relationship. Just keep in mind, if you're steady, you're steady. That's it. Right? It's just that the already problems will come up. Yeah, so that's my message for you, my lovely Cancers. I don't want you to be afraid. Everything that comes up right now during Mars retrograde is going to help you for the highest good. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your love, your support, everything, and I hope to see you next time. So let's move on to the next sign, Leo. Alrighty, Leo. So for you, this is in your 11th house, okay? So 11th house is about communities, it's about friendships, and we have it in Gemini. So most of you Leos are very social, unless you have like Saturn in the 11th house, right? Or placements that say otherwise, or Saturn in the 5th. But in general, you are very social. However, with Mars retrograde, you are going to maybe slow down a little bit with the focus on friends. It could be that you just do less active activities with your friends, or you're just gonna focus a little bit more on yourself. Any friendships that are shaky or that are on unsteady grounds, like maybe someone has been gossiping about you, like anyone with not the greatest intentions will come forward. 11th house also has to do with the masses. So if you're in social media, maybe there are some things that you can revise, right? Like you can check it out and redo it. And also be careful what you say to who. If you're on YouTube and you make videos, be careful what you say. If you are, I don't know, you organize workshops, just be aware what you say to who during Mars retrograde. Okay. What can I else? Okay. the Hermit, and the Lovers. So some of you need to take a little bit of a break from love, right? Because the libido is going down a little bit with Mars retrograde. So maybe you want to take some time on your own, but it looks very positive. It's like after you're gonna come closer to each other, it's gonna be even better, right? Protection from a powerful friend. So you will also see who is there for you. Things will become very clear who's your real friend and who's not. Yeah. Spiritual development, awareness, and understanding an unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So I think a problem that was not successful in the past, you have to revise it. So maybe you didn't talk with a friend about a certain issue, you just left it, or maybe you never talked it through, or with your siblings, and you're kind of gonna be forced. We have a lot of planets in the 4th house as well, so Mercury rules Gemini, it's in the 4th house, so it could also have to do with family members. So that's my message for you, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I also do private readings, so you find all the details in the description box below. I'm super excited to see you again, and hopefully till next time. Let's move on to the next sign, Virgo. That took like a break before I said Virgo. Close to Mercury retrograde, yeah. Can't blame everything on that, right? So we have Mars in the 10th house. I like this. However, old bosses coming back, old jobs coming back. This is possible. Going back to something you didn't finish. So it could be unfinished business in the workplace, right? So maybe you haven't finished your blog, certain stories. Anything could come back. You need to finish it, right? Because we cannot take action before the other thing is done. This can also bring a little bit of arguments in the workplace, because Mars rules Aries. It's in the 8th house, so there is some kind of, how do you say it, karma, a cycle that needs to be broken when it comes to your work. So maybe you haven't presented your work correctly because you're a quiet worker, you get your stuff done, nobody knows exactly what you've done because you're so humble, and universe is like, okay, be more loud, Gemini, communication, and more clear about what you've done. Mercury starts in the 3rd house in Scorpio. Be direct. Say what it is, right? So there will be a lot of focus on your public image as well. So if you're like me on YouTube or on social media, be careful for what you say. I'm taking my own advice right now. It's good I'm making this video now. I think it's better. But I'm gonna have to make videos during Mars retrograde. So anything you say in the job, especially if you do public speaking, be aware, because your communication is not very well thought through. Okay, but it seems like things are gonna be super positive. Some things need to come up. Peace and harmony. So this Mars retrograde will bring you peace and harmony after. You need to solve some things. Increase in material wealth and spiritual growth. So revising some things, maybe you're self-employed, you could make a lot more money and you missed some really good stuff. Mars retrograde is making you go back and revise. Maybe an idea you had in March, or maybe you will launch this in March next year, right? This retrograde is until the 13th of January. Victory in some endeavor, success. So you're definitely going to revise something which is going to bring you a lot of success. Success. Successfully overcoming a problem. All the cards are going to be positive. So be aware that things are going to be okay. It's going to be fine. and make sure to show people what you do, because people don't always understand what you're doing, because you like to do it by yourself in a really organized way, and then nobody knows what you did. And then the fire signs are coming in, I did this, I did that, and it looks like they did much more. Well, you did all the work, okay? Not bashing anyone, just telling you, like, you're gonna learn how to speak up. And the thing is that if you don't speak up during Mars retrograde, you're gonna be super annoyed and you're gonna like vomit your irritations out in the job. So this is my message for you, Virgo. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below to share with the community, and thank you for your love, support, your everything. I so appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Oh, this is good. Okay, I'm having fun by myself. Anyhow, let's go to the next sign, Libra. Libra. So, for you, we have Mars in the 9th house, okay? So, you are going to revisit a place, maybe revisit a country that you've been to before, or that you were thinking about going before. Maybe you're visiting a friend, someone you've been communicating with, and you're gonna go back. At the same time, maybe you've published some work that needs some revision, so you're gonna go back and go over it to see if you, like, what you can change. And maybe you've missed some new ideas that you can use for, especially if you have a publishing company, or any type of website that is in the public, any type of spiritual job that you have, right? 9th house is all about, it's all about higher purpose, but also it's in Gemini. So it's both 3rd and 9th house, right? So it's about communication, your communication in the job, right? Maybe you have to reread an email that you didn't send quite well, and there's gonna be some problems coming up. Mars retrograde always corrects something that needs revision, and there is going to be anger about something that hasn't been handled well in the past, needs to be dealt with. Maybe you're going to study something that you thought about studying before, and you're gonna go back to that. So you're gonna revise it, restudy it, go over it again, perfectionate it. We're starting off with Mercury in the 2nd house, so I feel that there are things that you can do that's gonna make you more money. Yeah, or maybe maybe money goes when you're going on this trip. Okay, let me get some cards for extra information for my lovely Libras, my graceful, beautiful Libras. We need people like you in the groups to keep the harmony, right? And even the Libras are gonna feel Mars retrograde. Hidden secrets can harm you. Okay, so certain truths need to come out. Could be related to money, or like your partner. A change for the better. So there are going to be some changes, and this could be like a change of direction of your website, a change of direction of the way you communicate. Maybe you're gonna work with a different system that's just gonna work better for you. Also, right, be careful with transports. Pay attention on the road. We have Mars in the air. Okay, a marriage will take place either romantically or business, right? 9th house is very often related to second marriage. So you're thinking maybe to get married with someone. Maybe you were like, life passed by and you were like, yeah, whatever, I don't know if I want to get married. And during Mars retrograde, you are considering this. It's never acting on it. It's always considering, unless you have Mars retrograde in your chart, but you know, the other person most likely doesn't have that. I'm getting a wish is granted. So yeah, you're going to get the wishes that you want. And the things that come up during this retrograde are going to be granted. Pay attention to your health, right? So make sure to pay attention to your health, right? We have Mars in an air sign. Air is very often related to lungs, anxiety. So maybe you are stressed about a certain job to finish it because the energy is a little bit so be careful, do a doctor checkup if you have to. And if it's just like hyperventilation or stuff like that, make sure to meditate. Always helping. So that's my message for you. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you want me to make many more videos to help that can help and guide you through things like Mars retrograde. And also I do private readings. If you want to talk to me personally and do have a reading with me, you can find the details in the description box below. And let's move on now to the next sign, Scorpio. So Scorpio, we have Mars in the 8th house. So Mars is Scorpio, you co-rule Mars, right? I'm not 100% considering it, but you're both very passionate. So, and 8th house rules Scorpio. So it does have a very strong connection during this retrograde. Your libido is going to be decreasing. And it's frustrating because you kind of want to, but you kind of don't want to. So Gemini is going to make you like having a little bit of weird feelings about your sexuality. Some of you are going to come out. Maybe, okay, you felt ashamed for your family to come out with your sexuality, no matter what that is, you know, there's different, whatever you're into, you might come out. I'm so proud of you if you do, because I can imagine that's not easy. So really well done. This could also mean intimacy with your partner, true communication, right? Instead of the physical, you're going to have a conversation with your partner. This is what I like. Maybe you're talking more about it, right? This is what I don't like. Talking things through, what is important in intimacy. So coming together through communication. It could also be that you're going, it could be that there might be someone around you, like a disease, someone dying, which has a huge impact on you, right? And it's like, what is the point of life? What do I do? And this is going to make you rethink the direction in your life. Rethink, where am I going? What is the most important? So the outer layers need to come off. You're gonna shred skin so you know which direction to take. Maybe you've been overly passionate, overly sexual, and it's been influencing your life in the wrong ways, right? It's maybe prevented you from finding real love. It maybe prevented you from earning more money. Too busy in the room to earn money. So yeah, it could be that you have to go over some debts or a court case. Maybe you've been in a court case and you're revising the papers. Okay, whew. Or you have to re-sign it, okay? For some reason when I talk a lot, like my nose closes. I have like a really bad connection between nose and my ears. It has a really difficult name. I just know it in Dutch. So, and then I don't breathe enough. So yeah, maybe also a health checkup would be a good thing. Okay, let me get you some parts. So yeah, divorce papers, reread them, court case, debts. Maybe you're paying off loans, paying off debts, or you're just making an overview on how to do that. Because Mars is not really about an action, it's about inward energy. Wow, okay, this is so crazy. Okay, I don't want you to panic now, because it can be a death far away, out of the family. It's just someone that makes impression on you. It could be someone close to you, okay? It's possible. Sorrow over a loss. But this is already preconditioned, okay? When someone goes out of life, that's preset. So there is nothing that you can manifest to do that, okay? That's the soul agreement with God, and only those two know, yeah? Temporarily problems, disappointment in a friend or a lover. So it could be that, you know, you and your partner are kind of separating. You're a little bit worried, like maybe the physical stuff is going downwards, like you're taking a bit of distance, but you're gonna get through it. Like you are going to revise what you need from your partner, what you need when it comes to intimate communication, what you need in money to pay your loans. So you're gonna make a plan to, yeah, set all these things. That's my message for you, my amazing Scorpios. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and share your thoughts with the community. And I hope to see you next time. Let's move on to the next sign, Sagittarius. Alrighty. So, Sagittarius, we have Mars in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. I don't want you to get scared, okay? I don't want you to get scared. This can be a really good thing. Like I said before, everything that's already shaky will break. Everything that's solid will get more solid after. You know, there's ups and downs, and sometimes you need to, like, give each other space to come back stronger and better. So, Mars retrograde in Gemini in the 7th house. So maybe you're going to focus a little bit less on the physical and more on talking. What is it that you need? What is it that I need? How can we solve this? How can we make this relationship fun, right? Gemini likes fun. So you're going to rethink what you need in a relationship, and you might discuss it with a partner. Maybe you're talking, maybe you have an argument with some siblings, with your siblings, and they say like, listen, your relationship is all not that. Because with Mars, Gemini retrograde, there's going to be a lot of gossip, things that come out, and you're going to be insecure. Like, is my relationship that good? I don't know. Maybe, oh, maybe he does do that, or maybe maybe she does do that actually. And we're starting off with Mercury in the 12th house, so it's really like things behind the scene are being said. Like, yeah. Okay, let's get you some cards, Sagittarius. Position of authority. Okay, so maybe you're trying to fix something, or like maybe you've been already through a breakup and you're sad over something that's not there anymore. So you're going to let go of an ex, maybe someone you used to date. And maybe this person is coming back and you're gonna talk things through, so you can let it go. A sincere wish will be granted. So yeah, there's maybe someone you need to let go of. Could be that you are gonna go through a breakup, but it's already shaky relationship. It could also be that you talk together and maybe you miss the person you met when you just came together. But you know, people evolve. Like, people evolve, they change. And wait a second, like my laptop is almost like quitting. Yeah, okay. Saved. Yeah. So it's like you you realize that relationships are going through stages. So it's like when you met, of course, you're like lovebirds, you love everything about each other, and things just change. And why keep going to the past and try to save that, but then save what is now and think for yourself what you need now, what it is that you want now, and talk together. How can we make it different, better? Position of authority, an exciting event. So I feel like you're the one that's taking charge of this situation. The gong, talking about something that, like clarifying something that you're both already thinking about. And well, if you're gonna talk it through, it's going to be like, I'm getting diamond, so it's gonna have a good outcome. Yeah, because your person might feel like a raw diamond. Might feel like, you know, maybe you're going on a short trip together, you're gonna talk it through. Yeah. There could be some exes coming back, you need to solve things with them. Even if you're single, like it would be good, like the moment you let go of someone, sometimes someone new can come in. So the moment Mars goes direct, there could be someone new coming into your life. So that's my message for you, my lovely Sagittarius. If you like this channel, subscribe, leave a comment below that you want to share with the community. And I hope to see you next time. Bye. Okay, let's go to the next sign, Capricorn. So for you, it's in your 6th house, okay? Okay, take a breather. Yeah. Yeah, I've been filming all day, so I need to catch my breath sometimes. So Mars retrograde in the 6th house is all about your health. So when we look at Gemini, we look at communication, we look at the throat, the lungs, we look at the breathing. So there could be some anxiety issues coming up. So maybe you suffer from anxiety and it might become worse, but you will figure out what is the cause, why is it happening, right? And it could be that you want to do things so well that you're stressed out and you get anxiety, because everything in life has a reason, it has a source. And when it's caused by something, you can change it. You can change your health. I mean, I always say, always go to a doctor, but you can also work with it through mindfulness, through energies, through energy healing. Like they both go together so well. I'm really pro both, and especially in combination. It's like almost you want to do sports, but you don't want to do sports. I want to do sports, but I don't want to do sports. And it's really weird. Like some of you want to do like skydiving. Maybe you thought about doing that for a while and you're just gonna... Okay, so the phone got overheated. We were talking about Mars retrograde in the 6th house, and we're talking a little bit about health, but it also has to do with your routines. So it might be that, you know, you struggle a little bit more about sticking with your routines. And a lot of Capricorns have 2 jobs. So you might have like a main job and a side job, or you have like 2 part-time jobs. And it is a little bit like you have a little bit less energy to actually go for the jobs that you want. There might be some struggles with communication with your colleagues. Maybe something unspoken will be said during this time, or a little bit of an argument about what role goes to who, like who's doing what, who wants to do this, who wants to do that. So there will be maybe a little bit of talk about tasks and what your role is in the company. what your role is when you're self-employed, like what exactly do I expect from clients, what do they expect from me. And also there could be clients coming back from the past, or you're going to work again at a company from the past, and you might come in connection through networking, because we have Mercury in the 11th house, right? So through networking this is possible, or through friends. can't speak. Through friends, so this is possible. Also 6th house is all about pets, so check also the health of your pet during Mars retrograde. We don't want to forget about our little fur babies. So let me get you some tea leaf cards, Capricorn, to bring an extra message for this. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I'm getting slowly but surely getting ahead. Turtle. So this is literally Mars retrograde. We couldn't get a better card for Mars retrograde in the 6th house. Yeah, you're gonna feel like a turtle. It's gonna be like you're gonna get your stuff done, but like slowly. It's gonna be hard. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Okay, so everything that will happen, keep in mind you are always spiritually protected, guided. So no matter what happens in the job, no matter what happens, like maybe you send a wrong email, or you know, you do have to pay attention to what kind of emails you send, what you're talking about, what you say in presentations, but you're always protected. So no matter what happens, own up to it, and it happens for a reason. Because with the retrogrades, we clean out all the dirt that needs to get out, so we can move on and take action. Opportunity or windfall. So even if it's leaving a job, worst case scenario, you will get a new one after, after Mars retrograde. After when it's going direct again, like maybe you are in between jobs, or you're going to be in a period where you're kind of closing down, you know, the job. When they say, oh yeah, you need to stay 2 more months, I have no idea. If somebody can help me in English how that's called, like it's not like your probation period, but it's the period that you have to require, that the company requires you to stay after you already decided to leave. You will be playing a different role, a wish granted. So maybe you want to do something else. You want to do a different job. I don't know. Maybe you want to become a writer, or maybe you want to become something else. So you're going to question what it is that you want to do with your life. So this is my message for you, my lovely Capricorn. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you, or if you want to share something with the community. I also do private readings, so you find my details in the description box below. Let's move on to the next sign, Aquarius. So Aquarius, Mars retrograde for you will be in your 5th house. And 5th house rules a few things, right? It rules romance, your spare time, children, creativity. So these are the subjects that will be touched. It's also in Gemini. This all is about communication, right? And with Mars there are some unspoken things, because Aries is in your 3rd house as well. So we have a lot to do with maybe your neighbors and the kids. Could be like your neighbors are complaining because your kids are too loud, and they're going to speak up about it. It could be that you are in, your partner wants to talk with you instead of other spicy things. It could be that one of the two wants children and the other one doesn't. You need to talk about it. Maybe you yourself you don't want anymore, and your partner wants it. So these things you're gonna think through. Do you want children at all, right? Maybe you don't want children and you feel shamed to say it out loud. You feel difficulty to say these things out loud, okay? If you are pregnant around this time, be very careful. Don't overdo it. Do not do too much. Take it easy, okay? So this is a time to carefully carry your child, okay? So if you are a man watching this and your wife is pregnant, really support her, okay? Don't let her do too much. Listen to me, men. Maybe you're picking up writing skills, something you wanted to do for a while, and you're like, okay, yeah, I want to try that again. So you're going to spend time maybe reading. You maybe had a blog and you never worked on that. You're going to revise it again. Reading books that you wanted to read. Yeah. You want to express yourself maybe behind the scenes. It's more like a calm thing. Or maybe you're going to plan something. Like plan of starting a new hobby, an idea that you want to do. And it's going to come up during Mars Retrograde. So, okay. Woo! Okay. Okay. So, what do we have? Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. That could be you, that could be a partner, that could be your son or daughter who's not listening, right? Because there could be arguments. I don't know how old your kids are, but it could be like they're older and they starting arguments with you because one of you is unwilling to change something. Success is assured with good plans and hard work, right? So you are thinking about laying an egg, birthing something new, right? Why is fifth house? We're talking about birth, but we're also talking about birth of that starts as a hobby, and a hobby becomes a job. So we have April. So maybe an idea you had in April, you're picking it up again. Maybe an idea that you have during Mars retrograde, you're going to do in April next year. So the most difficult part of the situation is over. So there might be some struggles related to fifth house matters. No matter what that is, what I just named, that's going to relate to you. But it's like a lot of things. I feel Aquarius for you, that's going to be like, woo, there are going to be a lot of things at the same time. But slow down, right? This is time to read books, journal. It's a really good time to journal, write down things you want to do. Compliments from an admirer. So, hey, I didn't talk about exes yet, but maybe someone is going to write you an ex. Yeah. Or like a short something, right? So if we meet someone during Mars retrograde, it could also be something short term, right? Some karma. Usually there's some karma involved with this person, unless you have Mars retrograde in your natal chart. Good advice from a wise person. So someone is going to advise you. Yeah, that's my message for you, Aquarius. If you like this channel, this video, subscribe, leave a comment below, share it with the community. And also I do private readings. You find my email in the description box below with all the details. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you for all your support, your love, and everything. So let's move on to, last but not least, Pisces. Alrighty. So we have Mars in the fourth house, okay? Fourth house is your home situation, your family, your house, property, and Gemini rules the third house. So problems with the neighbors could happen, problems with your family and the neighbors, arguments with the family about I don't know, like it could be about a house, could be a house that you got, could be about money. Because we have Aries in the second house and Mars rules Aries. Could be arguments about money, maybe about an inheritance, how to divide money. It could be about certain properties, like maybe you like inherited a house, how to deal with that. Also, you feel inclined to stay more at home than usual. Maybe you don't want to get out so much, and you're really in your heart feel, where is my home? Where do I want to live? Maybe you want to move abroad, because we have Mercury in the 9th house. Do you want to live in a different country? Do you want to live where you live now? Do you want to move? Gemini is 2 places, so a lot of you have a second home, family home and holiday home, or move between 2 places, right? It's a dual sign, so it's about communication in the home with your housemates, your flatmates, right? There could be arguments with them. You didn't put the trash outside, I'm annoyed. So everything that's been bothering you for a while will come out. Yeah, will be expressed, Pisces. Woo. You're highly thought of. You should accept valid criticism. So someone might criticize you too, right? Or the other person. So this could have to do with a decision regarding family, regarding moving, regarding buying a house. This is not a great time to buy a house. I'm so sorry. Like, if you are, read things through really carefully and make sure that what you see is what you get. Do a lot of checkups. You could be redecorating your house. So with the retrograde, it's something from the past. So maybe you have an unfinished house in, I don't know, a different country, and you're gonna rebuild it. You're going to finish it up. Something you left, you're gonna pick it up again. Maybe a house, holiday house, you're gonna redecorate it. Maybe your own house. Maybe you're gonna extend it. Spiritual love, a stubborn, aggressive person. All right, so yeah, this has to do with love. Maybe you're living together with a partner and you're gonna have to talk about, you know, things you don't like. You leave the clothes on the floor. Why don't you clean up the dishes? These kind of things. So there will be some arguments on who's doing what in the house, how will everything happen, right? So it could be, you could be dealing with a younger man in some situations, and we have October. So obviously the retrograde is starting in October. So, but it can also give you some answers in a certain situation. Disappointment in a friend or lover, temporarily problems. So this is temporarily, okay? This is not forever. This is going to be something that will get better. A path with money is waiting for you to find. And then I get abundance. So abundance is waiting for you. Maybe you need to move, or maybe you need to make a certain decision that's going to bring you more money. Okay, so that's my message for you, Pisces. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below how this resonates with you, or if you just want to share your comments. I also do private readings. You find my email in the description box below. And thank you so much for everything, and I hope you have a really lovely day. Bye bye.